I'm going to put the upper trunnion on, so I need 2 of these beveled washers, AAA 1324s, 2 ordinary washers, large washers, AAA 1390, and 2 rubber seals, AAA 1323. So they face inwards, these face outwards. I need a washer on the inside, and that faces that way. They go in there, like that. Good. One. That faces that way. That faces that way. Wash on the inside. That way, I think. Like that. I've also got a new bolt. I've got my deep set castellated nut, NL 608041 deep cut, and a large spring washer. So I've got to get this upper trunnion in between the shock absorber, and the manual says you have to jack it up underneath the spring pan and the whole thing lifts up, but I haven't got an engine in the car, so I have come across this, which again I think I saw a version of it on the MG Guru website where someone had used chains to go underneath the jack, and then I think he used a padlock on his chains. So obviously it's a bit of physics, but I'm hoping as I pump the jack up it lifts the whole thing up. Give it a go. I've put it behind the steering rack, and I put this under so it doesn't mark the shock absorber. This is also screwed down. That's got to face inside, so I've got to rotate that at least there, so the whole stub axle turns. Right, let's see if this gradually lifts up. Hang on, that's not in. Might just have to get that spring back in the pan. It's under a lot of tension here, but it is lifting. Right, really not sure if I should be. No, it's not quite in the right place there. Now the spring's shifted again. Don't think I should be jacking it underneath that stub axle, but No. I will think again. So I think we definitely need those on first. So they're obviously going to fit in between the lever arms on the shock absorber. They have to be fiddled in, they're not easy to fiddle in. Go on. Just neatly on there. Just fiddle that one in. So they fit in. If you get the bottom bit on and sort of lift it up, they pop on quite nicely. But we'll now see if we can lift that to sit in there. My thought is it will. That's handy. So that looks like it's working. It wants to pull on that stub axle though. I may not have enough room. Okay, so the principle's there. Have I got enough wiggle room to put that in? Might need a little tap. It's not lining up the other way. Just have to. That lever arm is just slightly down on that side. How can I lift that up a little bit? Just work a way of lifting that one up a little bit. So I have to just jimmy that up a little bit. That side, I lowered the jack down a little bit, and hopefully everything else is sort of sitting in there. So that idea of that strap sort of works. Grease is coming out of that end. There we go. Bit of grease. That all looks all right. Now, hopefully, that's all right down there. I might just rearrange that jack quickly. Right. So, having released the jack, that's all stayed up in there, and I've now got a space there. So it's probably a bit of physics, but I wouldn't know what particular bit of physics that is. But that has worked really well, actually. I think I'll just pop that. Let's remove that lump of grease. That goes on there. Don't know if that's going to be too big, but I'll just put that on there temporarily. I might just need to wind that on somehow. Yeah, let's get that on there in a sec. And then I'll lower that, get the strap out of the way. And then the only thing left on this side is the bump stop, and we need the brackets on for the brake calipers.